What's going on, Virgo? Welcome to your reading for December 2021. This is the Autistic Mystic. Welcome to my YouTube channel. In this reading, Virgo, we're going to take a look at your overall general energy for the month of December 2021. We're going to take a look at some things you don't see coming for the month of December 2021. We're also going to get some advice and messages from your angels and spirit guides regarding your December 2021 experience. Keep in mind, Virgo, that this is a general reading, so take the messages that resonate with you and your situation and leave behind the ones that don't resonate for you. Also, be sure to smash that like button so that all the Virgo people out there can find this reading. The more people that like, comment, and share the video, the more that YouTube promotes it, and that also helps me grow this channel. So without further ado, Virgo, let's go ahead and do 4 major shuffles and really pull the energy for those of you watching this reading for December 2021. As always, I want to thank the angels, the interdimensional beings, and the spirit guides who are overseeing this act of divination for the sign of Virgo for December 2021. December messages for the sign of Virgo, please. 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 Just so you know, Virgo, we will be clarifying all these cards as we move through your reading as well. Okay, Virgo. So let's start off for you, Virgo, in your overall general energy up top here. The overall general energy for you, Virgo, we have the Knight of Swords, we have the King of Pentacles, and we also have the Eight of Swords here. So I feel like there's a situation in your life that you're really feeling called to get out of or push forward and change a certain situation. The Knight of Swords is the first card that popped out for you, Virgo. And I feel like you guys are feeling very disempowered by a certain situation that you almost want to take aggressive action to alleviate. The Knight of Swords is a card of pushing forward through obstacles with kind of a ruthless vigor and not really caring about the outcome and just trying to, like, it's not really a desperate energy, but it does have that feeling of forward movement. And no matter what, I'm just going to move forward and try to free myself from a certain situation. Intuitively, I sense there's a pending situation in your life, Virgo, where there's a certain decision that you have to make about family, friends, work. And it's almost like you have this dichotomy between the Knight of Swords to the King of Pentacles, where on one hand, you want to just kind of take savage action and free yourself from a certain situation. On the other hand, you know that you have to play your cards well, and you have to be a little bit political and kind of shrewd and intelligent with what you're doing here to try to alleviate a certain situation. Because you guys are definitely feeling trapped in something. I could feel it. It's like a pending situation. It's almost like you guys have had enough here with this Eight of Swords. Like you feel trapped in a certain situation. This could be a relationship for some of you. This could be a work situation or something to do with the home. I don't know why domestic situations keep coming to my head here. But there's this feeling of being trapped and you really like ploying your options, like how do I get out of this certain situation, how do I create change. And there's this dichotomy between you really like playing it safe and taking the high road versus you just going at it, making change, just and like creating waves and like not really knowing where those waves are going to lead. So there is this feeling of like, how the hell do I get out of a certain situation? Do I push forward or do I play it safe? I kind of see you bouncing back and forth here. There could be some sort of justice that you want done here. For some reason, the justice card is coming to my head, where you want justice for a certain situation. You feel wronged in some sort of way. All right, you feel trapped in a certain situation. This could have to do with some individual here that's on your mind, Virgo. Now, we're going to clarify that in a second, but let's move on to what you don't see coming here in December. You have the Two of Pentacles and the High Priestess. That's 2-2. So there's this feeling of a choice between two different types of energy is what I keep sensing here. The centerpiece to your reading is the Two of Pentacles. So there's definitely going to be this feeling of juggling here in December for you, Virgo. Once again, I feel like it's like, how do you free yourself from a certain situation? How do you get yourself out of this entanglement? I get the feeling like entangled, like you guys are caught up in a certain negative situation where it's like you don't know how to get yourself out of it, and so you're really willing to test the waters. Does this option work or does the other one work? I feel like you're going to be trying different things to get yourself out of this certain situation here, Virgo. You also have the High Priestess, which is all about inner knowing and secrets. So I feel like there is a path. There's a clear path to help you alleviate this situation of feeling trapped in a certain negative situation that will be revealed to you unexpectedly. So the High Priestess is an energy of like, once you really go into those options and you try to play it forward, there's going to be a clear path for you, but it may not happen instantaneously here in December. So keep, meditation brings answers. Make sure you keep going within. Now you also have this Three of Cups here, Virgo, and this is coming through as a few things. The main thing for me is like help from other people. I feel like there is an ability for other people to step in and help you here if you simply ask them. There are people in your life who really want to see you win, Virgo, and want to see you get out of the situation. I don't know why for some of you, I just keep getting it's like a child custody case or something where it's like the law is involved. It could be a divorce that you're going through, or it could just be a situation where you're trying to leave someone behind, but you don't really know how to do it correctly. So there's definitely help from other people here, Virgo. There's also this feeling of you not taking this so seriously, not losing sight of the fun, because the Three of Cups here is all about celebration, coming together in a fun, joyous expectancy. So there is this feeling of not losing yourself under the weight of this problem that you're dealing with, Virgo, but I just sense that you're dealing with some sort of like karmic return of negative energy here, that you're trying, you deserve to be free from this, but it just seems like you're going back and forth with yourself, like, how do I free myself from it? So we're going to get answers when we clarify, but let's move on to the message from your spirit guide, or angels and spirit guides. We have the Wheel of Fortune, we have the Three of Swords, and we also have the Devil here. So they're alerting you to the fact here with the Three of Swords to the Devil that you're definitely experiencing negativity in your life right now, okay? And they want you to just realize that you're going through a very like karmic heavy time. You do have the spirit on your side though, right? You have this Wheel of Fortune, and this is like the pathway out of this difficult situation that you're dealing with. I feel like whatever you guys are dealing with, you're just a little bit heartbroken about it, and you feel like you're being manipulated is what I sense. Like whatever the situation is, it's like this feeling of like good versus evil. Like there's someone out there who is just trying to keep you trapped in this Eight of Swords energy. I'm not sure who that is. I'm not sure what it's about. We're going to find out in a second. But you do have this Wheel of Fortune to top it off, right? So you have these polarities within you, Virgo. You have ego versus the higher self. You have good people that are on your side versus people that want to keep you trapped in a certain situation, the Devil. So I feel like your spirit guides are just alerting you to the fact that, yeah, this is a heavy time for you, Virgo, but if you push through, you will be able to make the right decisions here. So hopefully this reading will help you guide you through that process. So let's go ahead and get into your reading now and clarify some of these cards here for you. Let's go ahead, Virgo. First one that we're going to clarify here is this Knight of Swords. Why is the Knight of Swords here for you in your overall general energy for December? Why is the Knight of Swords here for Virgo in December? Why is the Knight of Swords here for Virgo in December? Okay, so we have the clinging to the past card to clarify the Knight of Swords here. So I feel like there's a situation where you guys are just so fed up with a certain situation, and you're almost willing to do whatever you need to do to get out of it here, right? This Eight of Swords here, this feeling of being trapped, it certainly is past energy here with the Knight of Swords. So I see you guys doing what you have to do to get yourself out of a certain past situation, and I feel like that's why your spirit guides are putting this Wheel of Fortune in your reading, because they're telling you whatever you're clinging to in the past, it is alignment for you to get out of it. It is an alignment for you to change and enter into this portal, because the Wheel of Fortune is a portal. It's like hitting the lottery, and this is just alerting you to the fact that, like, you're going through a tough time, and yeah, the time is overdue for you to change it. So the fact that you're struggling with this dilemma isn't a bad thing. You're actually where you need to be here. So moving away from a certain situation with gusto, with that Knight of Swords energy, is actually seems like an empowered move here. Let's also clarify this Eight of Swords, though. Why is this here for Virgo in the overall general energy? I feel like there's a feeling of you wanting instant change, but just knowing that it will inevitably take a little bit. So that leads to frustration. Let's see, though. Why is this Eight of Swords here for Virgo? Okay, so the Eight of Swords is clarified by the Consciousness card. Now, this is the Ace of Swords in traditional tarot. So there's definitely a mental clarity about the fact that you want change. I just feel it deep in your bones. But the problem is that this is a situation that you're going to have to remain trapped in. And so there's a double awareness of that, Virgo. There's this awareness that you're trapped in a situation and it sucks. I'm just going to be honest, it sucks. And you know that it sucks. But ultimately, this is developing your character, and it's probably a necessary part of your journey that you need to pass through. Whatever difficulty you find, if someone's manipulating you, keeping you trapped in a certain situation here, Virgo, I just feel like you know, it's like you know what you're dealing with here, right? There's no surprises. It's like, it's utter clarity about the situation. And so a lot of people, what they do is they bury their head in the sand when they have a problem. They don't really think it through. They try to distract themselves here. And with you, I feel like it's kind of the opposite, where you just have, you're not someone who shies away from something. So that you're not shying away from this issue that you're dealing with of feeling trapped, of feeling like you want change. You're going at it head on here, Virgo. But it's just annoying to you because you know that it's kind of going to be a drawn out, I don't want to say long process, but it might not happen instantaneously. There's a lot of spiritual stuff going on here as well. So let's also clarify this King of Pentacles. I just feel like it's necessary. Why is this King of Pentacles here for Virgo? You may have help from a very powerful person who's helping you get out. This could be a good lawyer who's someone dealing with a civil case or something like that. I feel like there are people on your side is what you got to understand here as well, Virgo, in December. Like, you do have a support cast that is genuinely interested in seeing you win. But let's see. Yeah, so the King of Pentacles is clarified by the Breakthrough card. So for a lot of you, you may be trapped in a certain situation that you have the means to get out of, but because of certain ramifications, you're not doing it instantly. So it's this feeling of like an awareness that you have the ability to break through and transform this situation, but there may be a lot of people involved that you don't want to burn out. You don't want to just leave in the dust here, is kind of what I'm sensing here. So King of Pentacles to the Breakthrough card. Once again, it's just, you know that you need to get out of a certain situation. You need to remove yourself from it. And so I see you doing what you need to do it. But the feeling is like, once again, it's just like an annoying entrapment is kind of what I'm feeling here, Virgo, like an annoying entrapment. I don't know how else to put it, right? So you do have to trust that you're on the right path. I do sense that you're doing what you need to do. You're in the right spot, but it just seems like it's still bothering you a little bit. So let's clarify this Two of Pentacles. Why is this Two of Pentacles here for Virgo in the centerpiece to your reading? It's going to tell us a lot. Let's see. Tell me more about this Two of Pentacles for Virgo. Tell me more about this Two of Pentacles for Virgo. Okay, so the Two of Pentacles is clarified by three very powerful cards. We have the Creativity card, we have the Maturity card, and we also have the Abundance card. And this is no mistake that these are all pretty much suit of Pentacles. So this has to do with the earthly realm. This has to do with money potentially here, Virgo. I just get the feeling like you guys know you're going to be able to move through this situation. But the feeling is like, it's annoying because you're trapped even though you don't have to be, if that makes sense. So this could have been a small mistake that led you down a path of a problem, right? Whatever that Eight of Swords is, the consciousness card. It's like the Maturity card says that you're taking that high road of the King of Pentacles. You know how to get yourself out of the situation, but you may have to be thinking of creative ways about how am I going to actually do this? How am I going to be able to move past this situation? But once again, it's like there's a desire for you here, Virgo, with physical movement, right? Because this is all the suit of Pentacles pretty much. Like, look at the cards. They're all very similar. Like, they're pretty much, they look exactly synonymous, right? Creativity, abundance, and maturity. So I feel like there's a situation for you, Virgo, that it's just like you have to be very mature and you have to know that it's going to pass when it needs to pass. Is really what I could say. Maturity, creativity, and abundance. So it's like you have to realize you're better than this situation is what I'm sensing, Virgo. It's like, don't let this hold you down is pretty much what I'm sensing there, right? Let's also clarify this High Priestess. Why is this High Priestess here for Virgo? Why is this High Priestess card here for Virgo? Why is this High Priestess card here for Virgo? Okay, so we have the Integration card, guys. So once again, there's this feeling of you wanting to just freak out, but you know you can't. Okay, so integration is being balanced, is taking the masculine and feminine within you and making sure that you're balancing them out. You're not going to go off on anyone. I feel like there's a situation here, Virgo, where it's like causing you a lot of anger. And so there's like a temptation for you to slip into the ego, maybe cling to the past and behave like outlandishly. That's going to cause you more pain. So the Maturity card and the Integration card, I feel like you're being taught the lesson of patience here and endurance, because once again, there's something that you want to break free from. You know that you want to. You don't want to remain stuck there. But maturity and integration is really the lesson that I feel like you're learning here. You're learning how to deal with people, how to maneuver through the physical realm. It definitely has to do with the physical realm as well. So this could have to do with a situation where, for some of you, maybe you want a partner to move closer to you, but they're just far away, right? For others of you, you want this civil case to be over. You want this domestic situation to be over, but it's just far away from actually happening. So there's this feeling of like you need to really balance your ego and your higher self, and it's like the Strength card pretty much is what I'm getting. Let's also clarify this Wheel of Fortune. I feel like this is teaching you a deep lesson here, Virgo. Well, let's see, why is the Wheel of Fortune here for Virgo? It's like kind of just embrace the annoying situation is what I would say. Because what you resist persists. If you keep resisting it, it will keep coming at you even stronger. Why is this Wheel of Fortune card here for Virgo? Okay, so we have the Friendliness card. So I do feel like this situation is going to put you in a position where you can finally meet a true soulmate. So whatever situation you're dealing with here, Virgo, there's new love on the other side of this situation. All right, and so I sense that whoever you're meant to be with in this life, you had to go through this lesson in order to make that contract with this new person work. Is honestly what I sense. Okay, you need to integrate your soul and your ego. There's something that if you met this person too soon and you didn't learn this lesson that you're going through, you wouldn't be strong enough to deal with the intensity of the connection or something to do with this connection. So all this thing that you're going through, Virgo, it is leading to a new person that wants to enter your life. So if you're going through a divorce, if you're going through a domestic situation, a legal case, or you're just waiting for that partner and it's a very difficult period of waiting, well, that's why it's all happening. This all goes back to love for you, Virgo. I do sense that. It goes back to lessons that your soul's learning, but it also goes back to you aligning with the right people at the right time. Let's clarify this Devil card for you, though. I feel like you're being manipulated by someone or something here. Let's see. Why is the Devil card here for Virgo? Why would your spirit guides put that here? Why is the Devil card here for Virgo? Okay, so we have the Tuning In card, guys. I feel like this is you learning discernment about something. Like whatever got you into this mess, you're never going to do it again, is pretty much what I feel here. Okay, and so you're learning about the subtle traps of this physical dimension, right? So the Devil to the Turning In card, you may have been talked into a certain situation that your intuition was telling you, no, don't do this, Virgo, don't do it. And then people told you that you have to do it, and then you got caught up in a situation is what's coming through. So you're learning not to just blindly trust the voice of others or not blindly trust the voice of your ego and tune into your intuition here. So that's the lesson that you're learning here. You're learning discernment and maturity because, once again, the Devil card here is clarified by the Four of Cups, guys. In traditional tarot, this is the Four of Cups. So you're learning to wait. You're learning to be patient here. You're learning to be mature and integrate, right? It's really all I can say. You're being tested in a situation where you're going to want to make rash, quick decisions to get yourself out of something. But the real path that you need to go on is to embrace whatever you're going through as a lesson, knowing that everything happens for a reason and it's bringing you to someone that otherwise, sometimes something that's coming through, Virgo, is when we set an intention. I believe that a lot of you guys have a vision for how you want your life to go. Sometimes when you set that intention, it seems like things are falling apart or you get caught up in a negative situation, but you're not realizing that negative situation that's bringing out maturity, integration, clarity, that's all things that you needed to go through to align with your original intention. So that's kind of what's going through here. It's like you may have set a lofty goal for yourself and now you're actually on the path to get it, even though it seems like things are breaking down. The breakdown is just really a setup for the breakthrough. So that's what I sense going on here, Virgo. Let's also clarify this Three of Swords. Why is this Three of Swords here for Virgo? This is advice from Spirit. So once again, I just feel like it's to embrace the negativity, understanding that it all serves a higher purpose. But let's see. Tell me more about this Three of Swords for Virgo. Okay, so we have 3 cards popping out. We have the Receptivity card, we have the Moment-to-Moment card, and we also have the Lovers card here. 3 cards to clarify the Three of Swords, which is quite interesting here. So a lot of you guys might be heartbroken in this situation. Whatever situation you're feeling trapped in, it may require you to leave someone behind in love here. And so Spirit's saying that there's something better out there for you. And you have this Moment-to-Moment in the Receptivity card. I feel like your heart got blown open so that you can manifest new love, Virgo, is really what I'm getting here, right? The Wheel of Fortune to the Two of Cups here. Now you have the Moment-to-Moment card to the Receptivity card. So I feel like your situation can transform at any moment if you just simply have that belief system, right? The moment to moment card isn't a card of forcing, and that's what you're trying to learn here. You're trying to go with the flow and alleviate a certain situation with grace. So the lesson here is teaching you here, Virgo, that sometimes when you feel trapped, it's actually exactly where the universe needs you to be. So you're learning to embrace that feeling of uncomfortableness. The more comfortable you can become in the uncomfortable, the better off you'll be in life, right? And then you also have this receptivity to the Lovers card here. So I feel like Spirit is saying to you, don't let past heartbreaks, like I feel like a lot of you are dealing with a negative love situation with someone who trapped you here. So this could be a domestic situation, a lover, something waiting on someone. It's like don't lose that childlike quality of innocence here, Virgo. Always be receptive to new love and never let this hold you down. So there is new love. I feel like the whole reason why this is happening to you, Virgo, is because, I mean, look at the advice from Spirit guides, right? We have the Two of Cups and the Lovers. So that it all goes back to love for you, Virgo. And I feel like if you can endure the situation with grace and just realize you are in a suspended state, you are hanging suspended in midair, so to speak. So just embrace it and know that everything's happening for a reason for you here, Virgo. So that's what I see happening. It's a very interesting reading, and it was kind of really general because I feel like a lot of different Virgos were dealing with different situations that are emblematic of this energy. So with that being said, Virgo, if you want more information on your situation for December, feel free to book a personal reading with me. You can find information on that in the description box of this video. I'd love to work with you guys, but either way, I hope you have a wonderful December. Stay strong in this energy and you will get through it. All right, much love and light to you. Peace.